Paramshanti Bapuji, we welcome you today for our new video. The question that I have today is, do a husband and a wife have any connection with each other from their previous births?
Not only the relationship between a husband and his wife, but all the relations are connected. However, the one between husband and wife is quite significant. Let's discuss that today. They say that man and a wife are connected across many births, but now, as we can see, there is a discord between the couples. In the beginning, the Supreme Being created Parampurush or super souls, the Saptarishis, etc., and from then on, several super souls were created. These souls gradually declined to become deities, who further declined to become human beings. With every Purush, there is a main female counterpart, just as Shiv has a counterpart as Shakti. Since origin, every Purush has a main female counterpart. These Purush, in a subtle world, took the support of several Shaktis and came down on the earth for the purpose of doing any given task. Thus, working together over a period of millions of years, Purush got connected with Shaktis. Now that this period is coming to an end, the earth is passing through Kali. Those Shaktis come looking for and get connected back to their male counterparts. This is why we have seen one king having multiple wives. Why did these kings have so many wives? It's because one Purush souls brought many Shaktis into being during the formation of the galaxy. They did this for completing various tasks, and therefore some men did have multiple wives. Later these souls, due to the cycle of birth and death, got connected with different souls. Initially, the number of women was very high. Female infanticides was very common in Hindu culture. These days too, parents opt for abortion if a girl child is in the womb. This is because the numerous Shaktis which were created initially took the form of females and came to earth. Earlier, they were in a subtle world, but are now in a gross world. In the process of looking for their male counterparts who had created them billion and trillion of years ago, female souls came to earth. One Purush created many Shaktis in the subtle world. Now since there are many Purush and Shaktis, it is possible that a Purush got connected to a Shakti which is not his creation, and vice versa through many lives. This caused discord in relationships as they paired with the different souls in the different lifetimes. Maybe their intentions or their activities would either cause clash or lead them to fall in love. All this confusion is because of the creation of the main Prakriti and the other Prakritis. Relationship between husband and wife are getting disturbed because the main Prakriti is not with her man. Probably he is currently associated with his second, third, or any other creation that was made trillion of years ago. This leads to a sorrow amongst the couple. One might not understand what I am trying to say because it has a very deep meaning.
If one looks at it with a spiritual perspectives, then they will understand it. Bapuji, there is a mention of multiple marriage in Islam religion.
Yes, they are allowed up to 4 marriages, but who knows how many they would be doing in reality.
No, that is a different matter. Even King Dashrath had 3 queens.
King Janak had 10,000 queens, and in spite of having 10,000 wives, he was known as a Raj Rishi or a royal sage, a king and yet a sage. The main reason for this was the purity of the soul and his power of penance. Hence, he was considered as a Rishi or a sage. In fact, even sages had multiple wives. Some even had 13 wives. Chandra, the moon lord, had 27 wives. They all were the daughter of Daksh Prajapati. However, he truly loved only one wife named Rohini, and because of this bias, he was cursed as Daksh. Somehow the karmic bond comes into play and only the original Prakriti or a male-female counterpart soul gets happiness. The rest who get connected get sorrow. There have been many kings with 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 wives. I was watching the history of China once and it showed that 2,000 years ago there was a king who had 10,000 wives. There have been many kings in the past with a numerous wife. When we talk about Hindu culture, I can't give a better example than King Janak. King Dashrath too had 3 queens. Kashyap Rishi married 13 of Daksh's daughters. 2 of them were Aditi and Diti, who gave birth to Devas and Asuras respectively.
Yes, there is a story about it.
No, it is not mere a story. It did occur in reality, but they did penance like Rajrishis.
This means that those souls were of high quality and in a powerful state, endowed with superior refined qualities. Therefore, though they had many wives, they were not after physical indulgence. Krishna had 16,108 queens.
Krishna did have 16,108 queens. Read Vishnu Puran. Nobody has been able to understand that he created 16,108 forms of himself. I followed Krishna's teaching a lot in my youth. He was my favorite god. His character was really divine and powerful. Once I read that the sage Narad, in his subtle form, went from the palace of one queen to another and was surprised to discover that Krishna was present with each of his wives. How was this possible? Then he realized that Krishna had as many physical manifestations as the number of wives, that is, 1 for each queen. Krishna went on to live for 120 years, and from each of his wives he had 10 sons and a daughter. He was the incarnation of Almighty Authority, and so was Ram. The purpose of his incarnation was to transform the creation. He had planned to do this by creating the golden Dwarka, but unfortunately could not fulfill this.
Alright, Bapuji, let us close this question about husband and wife being connected from previous lives. Please explain the connection of 7 lives which is prevalent in Hindus.
In Hindu tradition, after conducting a marriage, couples are blessed to live happily for 7 births when they touch the feet of the priest. But this is a thing of past. Now, this idea does not exist, but the karmic knot does. Karmic debt of earlier lifetimes do show up in other lifetimes. Therefore, one needs to enter into a soul awareness state and connect to the Supreme Being, receive power from the powerhouse and destroy all the bad karmas. In doing so, the soul gets empowered. If a soul is empowered, the physical body, the subtle body and the causal body get charged. The soul shall feel lighter and achieve a state of liberated from the karma and ultimately reach the highest abode of the Supreme.
Okay, thank you Bapuji for your great answers. Those interested in more knowledge may please subscribe to our channel. You can search our channel by writing Bapuji Dashrathbhai Patel in YouTube. If you subscribe to our channel, you will get a daily notification about the new videos published in our YouTube channel. At the end of this video, we have the playlist of videos like Unspoken Truth for the beginners, interview with Bapuji, etc. So one can start his or her spiritual journey through these videos. Please visit our website named paramshanti.org. Android user can also download our app named Bapuji Dashrathbhai Patel for easy access to our YouTube videos. Paramshanti Bapuji, Dhanyavad.
Paramshanti.